Hello and welcome to another edition of the One Kindred, One Business initiative brought to you by the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State Government under the leadership of distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. My name is Kenneth Amechi, and I'm a professor of business and sustainable development at the University of Edinburgh in the UK. I also hold a chair in sustainable finance at the European University Institute in Florence, and I'm the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State Government. It's my pleasure to welcome you to another edition of the One Kindred, One Business Initiative series, which promises to be very exciting because today we'll be talking about money. Many OKOBI businesses or entrepreneurs have asked us about money. And today we set it apart to discuss that. And we also have some of the winners from the recently concluded OKOBI grant scheme, who will also share with us some of their experiences. And we also use the opportunity to promote some of the existing schemes we have, both loans and grants. So sit back and relax and enjoy it. But before we continue, I would like to invite my co-moderator, Professor Jude Nzako, to say hello to you.
Hello, everyone. Distinguished panelists, it's wonderful to have two great gentlemen from Bank of Industry today. I welcome you all to today's webinar. My name is Professor Jude Nzako. I am the Director General for Imo State Investment Promotion Agency. You're welcome. Today is wonderfully going to be very exciting. And the audience, if you're looking for money and you want to run the OKOBI successfully, please stay tuned and enjoy the rest of the discussions. Thank you, Prof.
Thank you. And if you're wondering what the One Kindred, One Business initiative is, here is the jingle that will give you an overview of what we're talking about, because many people sometimes ask us or tell us that they've heard about OKOBI, but they don't know exactly what it is all about. So please pay attention to this message.
Susie, name I hope you some. What did you alone? No, your company. You see one name, Badu Dodo. Oh, you call Royal Company with her. Eh, Horom Namuke, Wako OKOBI. I like OKOBI. Equal to Penyamazo. Oh, Shelemania. I won't join your market. Yabun in Bay Makokobi. Ngwagente. OKOBI, what Matoma government he were. E.g. Kochapobi, I'm not wounding Madisi Agara. OKOBI get killed up to Heron. Makagio, Macon Hobodogini, Nani Ariana Buruburu, Jeputan, no, you bula gino munne no monna gị ndị enyi ma ọ bụ ndị obodo gị nwere ike ịgbakọta aka mepụta ya mma dịka ịzụ ọkụkọ, azụ, oke bekee, ịkọ pineapple, ịsụ mmanụ nkwụ ma ọ bụ mmanụ aṅụ na ọtụtụ ihe ndị ọzọ dị iche iche. Unu hazichi usoro eji eme ya ka ọ bụrụ ihe ga-amịpụta ego. Unu agbapụzie ya ọsọ ga kpọtụrụ onye ji ọkwa Chief Economic Advisor n'ọchịchị steeti Imo. Ọ ga-agbazi unu olu nye unu ntụziaka hazie ụkpụrụ a ga-eji mee ya ka ọ kwụsị ike ma mịta ezi mkpụrụ. Ọ ga-enyekwa aka n'ikewapụta ohere ọrụ nye ndị na-achọ ọrụ n'obodo. Biko nye m akara ekwentị ha ka mkpụ ahụ ozugbo. Ngwa were ihe dedata ya 07013512035 07013512035 ma ọ bụ 09114360076 09114360076. Ịkpọrọ ha ị ga-enweta ọsịsa maka ihe niile gbasara OKOBI. OKOBI wa atụmatụ bụ ịgba Shared Prosperity Government nke Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. OKOBI, ụmụnna wike, ọwụ ha agha.
Okay, great. So let's go straight to business and invite Nnamdi Onwuara to say hello to the audience, and we take it from there.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Nnamdi Onwuara. State Manager for Bank of Industry, Imo State. I'm indeed delighted to be here, and we'll also want to educate you on very relevant areas that will benefit you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Sorry, Nnamdi.
I think I'm fluent in Igbo, so I got about the Igbo.
Okay. Our people often ask us about money, right? And I completely also agree that money is very important when it comes to business. And that's why we invited you today as a representative of the Bank of Industry. Can we some of the schemes you have to support businesses, especially SMEs or micro entrepreneurs, or even group-owned businesses? So we have a large audience. So if you can explain in layperson's term what some of these schemes are and the benefits to Ndi Bekanyikwa, it will be very much appreciated.
Thank you very much, sir. BOI brings to you good tidings on behalf of the Commander-in-Chief President of Nigeria, who has been very magnanimous to launch a 200 billion support for MSMEs, micro businesses, and the likes. And this initiative is to better Nigeria. The funds is aimed at providing financial assistance to MSMEs, helping them with expansion and to acquire machines and equipment as well as working capital. The initiative is to help them gain access to funding, to transform, to boost revenue, create employment, boost exports, and diversify our economy. Now, how do we go about this? BOI is a fund manager. BOI has been in existence for a very long time, and the federal government has deemed it fit to make us the fund manager. The fund is FGN BOI MSME funds. And how to go about these funds? We have made it very, very simple. You either go online and apply, or you come to any of our offices and also apply. So you either apply online or offline. And what are the requirements? The documents requirements for accessing these loans, they have been made very simple. You must have
sorry, Nandi, before we get to that, right? Let's take it one at a time, so our listeners will follow. So by BOI, you mean Bank of Industry?
Yes, Bank of Industry.
Yes.
BOI is just a name that is well known. Bank of Industry.
And Bank of Industry, can you know Bank of Industry?
Bank of Industry is owned by the federal government.
Fantastic. Just want to establish that. So then again, it's not just like a private bank, like you may find other banks. So this is the bank owned by the federal government to support industrial development. Okay, fine. So, and by MSMEs, what does that mean to somebody in Imo State or where Olu or Kiwi listening to us now?
MSME stands for micro, small, medium enterprises, meaning from businesses, ibidoro from micro. Micro means obere, grow here to small, then was here medium. That is what.
Okay, so in Kenya, do you have examples of what might consider as a micro business? I know you also have your colleague here, so if he wants to chime in, that's fine. So I want to break it down so people listen to us, we know exactly the sort of businesses we are talking about here.
Okay, micro businesses are businesses that employ one or two persons, businesses that do turnovers of 2 million to 5 million to 10 million. Businesses that are small in nature and that are growing. And this is the main base of an economy, because if you drive that sector, you actually spread wealth to communities. And that's why the federal government focus is on that sector.
Okay, fair enough. So somebody who has a business that employs 2 people, 3 people can qualify as a micro business. And if you also employ more than that, that's still fine. So just to ensure that people really, people understand where we are coming from.
Okay,
so,
if I can.
Asiebu, do you want to say something? Chukwudi, sorry.
Yeah, I wanted to add, with that, so that micro businesses, just to make it clearer, micro businesses, we mean smaller businesses. Onye a na-akpa isi na street, nwanyị na-azụ nwere shop, at least you have 1 employee. You're paying somebody's salary, you're making income. That business qualifies as a micro business or a nano business. Then by the time you begin to employ more people, you're paying bigger salaries, your turnovers begin to enlarge, then you're going to become a smaller business. So basically, business niile anyị na-ahụ, ma ị na-aga Douglas, ị na-aga Wedra, ị na-aga Tetlo, all those businesses, they all qualify. They are micro businesses. They're employing somebody. They are paying salaries. So all thank you, sir.
Okay, fantastic. So we also have our OKOBI businesses, One Kindred, One Business Initiative businesses. These are group-owned businesses. Some of them might also engage up to 10 people or more. So they are also included in this category. So do you want to tell us about the scheme, the loan schemes you have, and especially the ones that businesses in Nonimo can benefit from right away? So Nam, did you want to try to explain some of the schemes?
The focus now of the federal government is the 75 billion FGN MSME fund. It's the president of Nigeria is so passionate about it to make sure the micro businesses benefit from it. And to benefit from it, you have to make sure you have a registered enterprise with the Corporate Affairs Commission. An enterprise is more like a business registration, which empowers you to be able to run your business legally. Then what government is also trying to encourage is accountability. As a business owner, you have to be accountable to make sure you have a bank account. So you're going there in a business in a bank. Go to any commercial bank and open an account.
What you're saying in essence, let's explain the first 2 steps. One is that you have to be a registered business. And registration here is to register with the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria, the one in charge of business registration. Okay. So the second criterion is that you need a bank account. You need a bank account. And the bank account is not just for your personal use, but it needs to show that you're using that bank account for your business transactions. Bank account. Okay. Is that correct?
Correct, sir.
Fine. So these are the 2 criteria for now. Then what are the other conditions that one needs to meet in order to get the loan?
Other conditions, you must enroll with the NIM is, I know everybody knows NIM. The means of identification. You must also enroll with your bank to have the BVN.
But many people with a bank account, we know that's NIM, isn't it? On them with a phone. I mean, is it not compulsory these days to have that?
Yes, NIM is now compulsory for all Nigerians. It's a basic identification portal where you register as a Nigerian to obtain your NIM number. All the basic.
Okay. So get quite PVC or something like that, huh?
No, BVN.
BVN, okay.
BVN automatically before give me per account na bank, I get me BVN.
Okay. So given all these registrations,
then give develop a business plan. Business plan will ide na akwụkwọ gwa bank ihe chọrọ iji ego ahụ eme, what you want to do with the money. So that ịkọwara bank, okay, anọ m into buying and selling of groundnut. Ebidoro m rewa groundnut in 2020. And since in rewa groundnut, ebidoro m with 1 bag of groundnut. Today I'm mere 2 bags. And the demand for groundnut emelam to come to the bank, eju for more funds. Whether ka bank nyere m aka nweta additional funds or finances, they go maybe extra 2 bags of groundnut. And the machines, weapon the chaffs from the groundnuts and also bottle it. So all ndị ahụ ga-anọ na business plan onye, and another word for business plan wa akwụkwọ ederede. So at least onye ahụ ede something na akwụkwọ, bank ga-aghọta ihe ọ na-ede. Then the other one is the onye ahụ ga meet suppliers ya, ebe ahụ ọ na-egota groundnut ahụ, o meet ndị ahụ ọ na-ego groundnut from, ihe ndị ọ chọrọ ka bank help ya finance ya. Pro formal invoice.
Okay, so can you put that quick again? So what in essence that the person needs to, because one thing is to say, I need money. The other thing is, okay, what do you need the money for? Can he get this money? 1 million or 2 million? Can he get GM? So you have to write it down in a way that is convincing and compelling, so that when you go, and then once you have done that, let's assume you say you want to buy a piece of equipment. No garden marketing invoice in where actually go the equipment. Okay, say equipment actually go 500,000. Then you get the quotation, get an application. Is that correct?
No. Very correct, sir.
Okay. So get the other. I mean, I'm gonna 4 steps. So get in the other.
Sir, there were the basic documents. In this one, federal government abela say that. Most people enweghị collateral. Collateral will be able to get 1 guarantor. Guarantor will shorty. Onye akaebe gị.
Okay, bega si na nega akwụ ụgwọ a. Akwa ya?
Yes, sir.
Ya kwanu ma onye akaebe kwụhụ ụgwọ ahụ, eleghị gị onye akaebe ma ahụ.
Achọrọ m ịga to a positive. Onye akaebe ahụ from the beginning of that loan ga-aghọzi a mentor, onye ga na-asọpọtụ onye ahụ na-enye ya advice. Erikwala ego bank, werekwa ego bank mee ihe gbasara business, and make sure na ha awụ loan na ọwụghị grant, because all ego ha natara from taxpayers, taxes ndị mmadụ na-akwụ ga-eji gbakọta ya were nye gị. So equal back, you will require another person. So all onye akaebe ahụ ga-enyere aka na-eme. Of course,
yeah.
in the event onye ahụ refuse ịkwụ ụgwọ ahụ, a ga-abazi gbawa ya ụgwọ ka ọ kwụzie ụgwọ ahụ.
Okay, fair enough. So there are 2 things. One is that people oftentimes see ego government as part of the national cake. So they'll do whatever they need to do to get that money. They may not pay back. So we want to discourage such people. That's why you want them to come with a surety or a guarantor. Because if they don't pay the money, the guarantor will be compelled to pay the money. The other problem, when people think that here government and how work, some people listening to you now may say, well, I don't want to apply because is a waste of time. How can you convince such people? Now, yeah, the straightforward, and they should trust the system. Can you sell that idea of trust to them?
Yes. The most important thing, there are recipients. I know when TV programs, I know on Tuesdays and on Thursdays, BOI Impact, Bank of Industry Impact. The impact on the societies, I fund. I watch here the TV programs. I got ndị e nyere n'aka, and ị bịakwa na our office submit your documents gị, provided na documents ga-adị forge. Ị bịa forge ya documents nye anyị, I notice ya na ịdị genuine, because enwere ndị na-aga ewere enterprise mmadụ bịa mee apply. I bịa chọpụta when they ga just chee na ihe a wee egwuregwu. I bịa chọpụta those things, automatically onye ahụ adịrị disqualified. But onye ahụ bịawa with a straightforward mind, without documents dị genuine. Ezi anyị ebe ọ na-eme business, anyị aga there, anyị ajụpụta ndị ọdọ nọ around there, ha sị na onye a nọwa ebe a ka ọ na-eme business. Because some people, they egosi gị a place that is not their own. You know, that is fraudulent, that is misleading. So such people, we will disqualify them. So the main name of this thing is trust, integrity, honesty, and being straightforward. Thank you.
Okay, Prof, Prof, over to you. Prof, do you want to admit?
Namdi, can you hear me?
Morning, Prof.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Good morning. When you were speaking earlier on, you came up with 200 billion support for MSME, and now we've narrowed it down to 75 billion. Are they the same products, or are they separate?
Okay, the 75 billion is the fund size. Fund size is 75 billion. Then the 5 million is single obligum. A single Nigerian can be able to access the maximum.
No, I mean 200 billion. Earlier when you started, there is a federal government product, 200 billion support for MSMEs.
Let me come in there. Let me just come in.
Okay.
Yes, right. The ego we put through, first of all, with 200 billion. So, nime 200 billion na ekiri ụzọ atọ. And ụzọ atọ ahụ, 75 billion ewepụtara for MSMEs. I was in I focus maka na nke ahụ, it's almost anybody can apply once you meet those criteria. And that one, the highest is 5 million. So, and limits for the total fund size is 75 billion. Then they also can for manufacturers. So that one is also in progress. But then can for bigger industries, and then need 1 billion and above. So 100 can focus. Then the 50 billion for CGS, Concessional Grant Scheme, through all the 36 states, and I'm in Imo State. There are so many people in Imo State that got 50,000 as a grant. So all are comprised with that 200 billion. But we are so much focused on the 75 billion MSME, because that will reach out to enterprises and people that fall under your OKOBI scheme. So that's why we are so particular about the 75 billion. Thank you.
Thank you. Now when you were speaking, you could na ndi nere akara na ndi nere moi and all that. So I was going to ask you your definition of business. When you say anybody in business, must they be registered with CAC before they can apply?
Yes, they must be registered with CAC, because lending, Ibaznego is a legal thing. It's a legal business. We want to make sure that I take your businesses from the non-legal to legal framework. So for businesses to become legal entities, the only legal entity recognized by federal government is the Corporate Affairs Commission. And Corporate Affairs Commission, immediately, so simple now that you can access their portal and begin your registration. So the answer is yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm very glad to hear that people can apply for this facility online as well. So what is the interest rate, especially for those that apply online? Okay, the interest rate on Nigeria.
Interest rate both online and physical is 9%. 9% per annum.
So when you apply time with the 5 million, or every year you have 9%.
Every month, you have 9%.
Every
Sorry,
month.
is it every month?
But the loan is repaid monthly.
Okay. All right. And then the period, the maximum period for repayment, how long is it?
3 years.
3 years. And can work on any loan already? Like now, let's say now I want a business and come a loan with say First Bank, but all for business. Then might apply for this one. Okay, that's good. So at least before the fact that now own a loan already, that will help you to judge his character as far as paying back is concerned. All right. So what about the to you? Now, how your loan hang with another bank? How you refinance it with a bank of industry loan? Would you give them?
No, the loan is not for refinancing. Loan now for ETN business again.
All right. I think that's okay, Prof. You can. That's it I have for now.
Okay, great. But yet, it's not maximum of 5 million, right, per person or per business actually. So, and your interest rate will 9%. Do you want to put that interest rate in context? So, the commercial bank, what is the going rate today? Commercial and microfinance banks, what would they charge if they were to lend this amount of money?
Okay, let me comment. I want to follow the last MPC meeting the last time, which was just a few days ago. It was 27.5, which means the bank cannot give below 27.5. They will put their markup. So most bank, EGA bank cannot prorogate 30%, 35. You know, EGA microfinance cannot prorogate per month, not even per annum. So in Kenya now, the Konye na 1 million naira. Nime 1 million now. That means for the whole 1 million, in the whole year, you are just paying 9%. And 9% of 1 million is just a fraction of maybe that's like just 9,000 naira in one, in 1 year. Abia Kere gives or 12. So you can see that the interest rate is very low. You check inflation rate start. As inflation now almost 25%, which means that even in next year, value again, inflation has crossed it. So the money is actually something that people should rush and see it as an intervention. It's not as if we're doing it for profit. The 9%, so it's something that businesses can use and survive. Thank you.
Okay, well, stay with us. I will come back to you. We are not letting you go. So if you are just joining the program, this is the One Kindred, One Business Initiative series brought to you by the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor to the Imo State government. Ayinokwa Online, we are live on Facebook, so you can check us on our Facebook page. So if you have any questions to the BOI, that's the Bank of Industry team, please feel free to call them or not call them, send us a message, leave it on our Facebook page. We'll be able to track it. Or you can call any of the numbers. You can ask your question through them, and we ask the Bank of Industry people know here. So stay tuned.
Susie, name I hope you what you with alone, know your company. You see one name, Badu do, oh, you company with her. Namuke, OKOBI. Eleke OKOBI, equal to Penyamazo. Oh, Shelemania, I won't train your market. Yabun in Bay OKOBI, Ngwagente. OKOBI, what matter, my government, he were. Iji Kochapo, I'm not wanting Madisi Agara. OKOBI get kill up with Hiron, Makagio, Macon Hobodogini, Nani, Ariana Buru, get Jeputan, no, you bula gị na ụmụnne na ụmụnna gị ndị enyi ma ọ bụ ndị obodo gị nwere ike ịgbakọta aka mepụta ya mma dịka ịzụ ọkụkọ, azụ, oke bekee, ịkọ pineapple, ịsụ mmanụ nkwụ ma ọ bụ mmanụ aṅụ na ọtụtụ ihe ndị ọzọ dị iche iche. Unu hazicha usoro eji eme ya ka ọ bụrụ ihe ga-amịpụta ego. Unu agbapụzie ya ọsọ gaa kpọtụrụ onye ji ọkwa Chief Economic Advisor n'ọchịchị steeti Imo. Ọ ga-agbazi unu olu nye unu ntụziaka hazie ụkpụrụ a ga-eji mee ya ka ọ kwụsị ike ma mịta ezi mkpụrụ. Ọ ga-enyekwa aka n'ikewapụta ohere ọrụ nye ndị na-achọ ọrụ n'obodo. Onye ma akara ekwentị ha ka mkpụ ahụ ozugbo ngwa were ihe dedata ya 0701 351 0912035 maọbụ 09114360076 09114360076 ịkpọrọ ha ị ga-enweta ọsịsa maka ihe niile gbasara OKOBI. OKOBI wa atụmatụ ịgba Shared Prosperity Government nke Distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma. OKOBI ụmụnna wike ọwụ ha agha.
I think you're muted.
So Chukwudi, sorry. No, where I guess, or you have an operation there. So if somebody wants to reach you, where can they find you? Or how can they apply?
Okay. To apply for these funds, you can either go online and apply through the portal, FGNBOI MSME intervention loan.boi.ng. I've already shared that. FGNBOI MSME intervention loan.boi.ng.
Okay. But they can also reach out to the office in case people are listening.
Yes,
yes. So
the
we'll leave our
nearest,
contact. Yeah.
where our office in Owerri is a work in progress. We're trying to come up with office there. But in the meantime, applicants can access us through our office in Anambra at Oka or the office in Abia in Umuahia. But to make it easy for them, I think the online process is actually the best. Then the last one is also to maybe your office will have a collation officer who can collect documents. Then we can always reach out to you or your officers to work with them. That's made easy for them.
Yeah, that's, I mean, the office, we have a desk that somebody will be collecting some of these data, and then process and make sure we get the right people in front of the Bank of Industry, and we can assess. And I guess the office of the Imo State Investment Promotion Agency, PROF, you've already been working with the Bank of Industry. People will name up your office can also use it as a way to them. But this is open to both individual businesses. OKOBI has so much focus on group owned, but this particular loan scheme is not limited to OKOBI businesses. But we're encouraging OKOBI businesses, of course. That's why we are here for them. But some people are also asking us questions. What if I'm doing my own thing? Does it mean that we are ignored? No, at least this shows that we are not ignoring you. So this particular scheme will also work for you if you are doing your own business. But Chukwudi, let me ask, in terms of the type of business, we know Bank of Industry is about, sometimes you focus on industrialists, but are you saying that this particular loan is agnostic in the sense that it doesn't matter what your business line is, as long as you're a business? Do you want to throw some light on that?
Yes, like we earlier said, sure, it's very good you know what the bank has been doing in the past. Before on the value addition, we must be manufacturing, processing, because Nanka an intervention. Once you are doing a business that is registered, whether you're buying and selling, whether you're trading, it is covered. So far, a business is a legal business that is making profit and adding, employing people and doing well and needs support and can make the economy grow. There is no bias, there is no discrimination. So that is more reason why this one has to be pursued.
Okay, and the other thing is that although the maximum is 5 million, it doesn't mean you must go for the maximum. So do you have any minimum somebody can apply for?
There is actually no minimum. It's just a cap. So whatever you think your business needs and it falls within the amount, you must not come for 5 million that you think you can reach out for it.
Yeah, so the maximum 5 million. So you only need 500,000. You can still apply. You only need 100,000. You can still apply. That's what they're saying. You only need 4.5 million. You must not necessarily get to the 5 million. It depends on your needs. And I guess also they'll be able to look at your capacity. So if you're a business turnover of 2 million and you're asking for 5 million, I don't think they will give you the money because they will think you're not up to rate. So you have to cut your clothes according to your size. So, Prof, over to you.
Thank you, Prof. It's not a question for the distinguished bankers we have, but I want to use this opportunity to appeal to Imo people, those people who are doing business in Imo. By an opportunity. If you're listening today or any other day, it's an opportunity for you to grow your business. When robbery in a blame government all the time. The government of Imo State, led by distinguished Senator Hope Uzodimma, has tried its best. And then when the platforms to grow your business. And with Bank of Industry supporting now, it's an opportunity for you. Giving you a loan at 5% interest, 9% interest per annum is almost free of charge. The government also, when a structure in place at the Imo State Investment Promotion Agency, where I currently work, supporting SMEs, preparing you for your business loans, helping you in any way you can. So when you're jigging now, you have no excuse whatsoever. Now, I know there's one little snag for the government has made provision for you. The government has in place at the Imo State Investment Promotion Agency. If you want to register your business, which now you must, if you want to benefit from this 5 million naira loan, you will come to Imo State Investment Promotion Agency at Imo Trade and Investment Center, New Owerri. The government will register your company or your business name at almost free. I'm not saying it's free, but there is basic registration fee you have to pay. The government is not going to top 1 naira. And currently, we're negotiating with the CAC to get it free of charge for you, but it's not finalized yet. So come there, we will do all the registration for you, and you can get this 5 million naira loan. In the end, that will help to boost the economy of Imo State. That is the only thing the government is interested in. So don't stay back. I've heard in the past many people who say they don't want to borrow money. But this is money. If you don't know how to use other people's money, then don't be in business. So this is my appeal. Take this opportunity. Thank you.
Prof, that's a very powerful message there. And people, Prof has said it all. Because sometimes in the government that's, well, we don't trust, it won't work. That's the same thing they said about the OKOBI grant we floated a few months ago. And then people started winning. So Chukwudi and Nnamdi, and when numbers wouldn't leave, in case people want to call you directly and hear from you, because sometimes if they're going through intermediaries, they may also, start feeling a bit reluctant. But if they can call you and reach you, would you be willing to share your numbers? Is that, you're not, if you don't feel comfortable, that's fine. Nnamdi or Chukwudi, any takers?
I think for me, I'll give you a number.
Great.
They can reach out.
Sure.
090 677 40055. Let me repeat again. 090 677 40055. They can reach out.
Thank you very much.
We will attend to them. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That's very helpful. So still stay with us while we carry on in case we have questions for you. But let's move to Nene, one of the people winning our grants. Nene, do you want to say hello to our audience? I will take it from there. Nene, do you want to unmute yourself? While she's doing that, Ngozi, Madam Ngozi, are you able to say hello?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Hello, listeners. I am Mrs. Ngozi Obiageri Eke. We are new one there. I need produce a processed rice na Ngokpa. So no na Nori. Before after Airport Junction, you get to our junction, Umuechem Junction in Nori. That's where we are. Anaghị rice na Nori, but I need to bute na Ebonyi State. Like the other time, anyị jekwara contract farming na Abuja. Anyị mekwara more contacts of ndị anyị na-ebute rice n'aka ha from the north. So we bring the paddy here and process it. That's how we do it.
And an OKOBI business.
Yes, I know the OKOBI family.
So let's go in our business.
I'm with 20, and even after this OKOBI thing, people are identifying seriously. We are growing in numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Uno Sonande winning the grant, Emirate. Do you want to share your experience with the audience?
Yes.
When you want the grant and the process?
Yes. What can you do? OKOBI brought so many ideas into us. I need to say that, yes, around us, we can really get things to do. So, OKOBI, the real. Let people come out and join OKOBI.
Thank you very much. So,
yes, anyị bịara the meeting, akọwachara anyị ihe gbasara OKOBI. Anyị la jemewenu the business plan. We did our business plans. Already anyị nwere CAC, our cooperative is registered. So we applied. Ha agwa anyị the things I needed, which CAC is one of them, just like in the Bank of Industry now. So anyị ma apply. So at the end of the day, a short list here, and our name came out, and we were very happy. So the process started. So when we were coming in, I know my government make it asigi weta ego or onye nke asigi nye ego na di. It's not like that. It's what you can do and what your cooperative can offer. So at the end of the day, for both due diligence, everything on the ground assessment, and at the end of the day, we came out as one of the beneficiaries, and we thank OKOBI for that.
Thank you very much. I guess because you guys have been prepared now, because that's the
Yes.
luck, means they're prepared. Even on the Bank of Industry loan, so I can now
Yes,
see
and we're happy about it.
the way I need to stretch, get now ready to explore
Yes.
this loan because
Yeah, we are doing that right away. We are starting right away. But anyway,
okay.
like anyway, group-owned business, and if any one of us want to do a personal business and want to come to Bank of Industry, maybe the person has not started, the person have an idea, but the person has not started. Can they really help?
I think she's talking about startups.
Yes, startups are also permitted. So far, the person that is doing the startup is also registered. Why not?
Yes. Okay. All right. That's because I would like to give back my members. Some of them are here. I would like to give them the outcome of this very meeting. And many of them, we want to have a personal of their own.
This one allows for individual owned businesses.
Just to add, as a startup, you must be able to have minimum equity investment because in a bid to bank somehow. And so anywhere basic investments again, at least acquiring where you start off from, doing the basic investments, then get there and a business plan again, then we can be able to support you.
Thank you.
So I think what the question you've asked is very important. So Ndi can always reach out to the numbers that I'll be giving out through in different forms. So anyway, 0906 774 0055 or from the BOI. Whatever ideas you have, please explore, ask questions. So thank you very much, Madam Ngozi. Let's ask Nene, one of our winners. Nene, what's your own experience?
Wow, that is through OKOBI, I can say that the economy of Imo State is turning around for good. Honestly, it's turning around for good. OKOBI is very transparent, very sincere. They are kind too, but they are transparent in whatever they are doing, very official. Anyway. And
Nene, business. Hello, Nene, can you hear me? Maybe she will come back soon. Can go to the office of the Chief Economic Advisor, Joe Menwerozi, for our listeners, either in relation to the grant we are currently running or the loan from Bank of Industry. So, Jovita Kowada,
Okay, hello listeners, and you're welcome to the program this afternoon. And we thank our panelists who have joined us to give us more insight into the programs that are going on within the Office of the Chief Economic Advisor. So what I can say, him gagwande ola gigante will have biko jishike take advantage of this beautiful opportunity from the Bank of Industry. Because it's extended even out of OKOBI businesses. So this Monday, now no OKOBI business, the sky is enough to accommodate everybody. So but once they qualified, and dollar they qualified, I get the grant. So I want ga-enyekwara n'ụlọ aka tiri ụlọ aka gbazie n'olu onwe anyị ga-enye n'ụlọ aka to application. So I don't know, Prof, is there any other thing to talk about?
Yeah, what about the grant? So at least
so loan now low interest single digit loan from Bank of Industry. Then office when the companies sponsor grant. So grant out so free money the OKOBI businesses assign only 2 million, when 3 million so only conditions they quite attached to it. So when also more interest na I get you make sure that Jacono apply for this grant succeed. So I'm happy and they keep put up the panelists and they win grant time the last time all the rigorous so but all the very transparent. So all need the qualified in interest then be sure that you stand a very high chance of succeeding at the grant I may apply now. So there's still time for you to apply, and we'll give you every opportunity to be a part of it. So I may phone number no WhatsApp no send their message. So for the phone number 0911 436 0076. I'll take it again. 0911 436 0076 or for phone.
Okay. Now. So that's the beauty of it. So this is Waka. Do you have anything
for inquiry on the we'll look on WhatsApp. Yeah, no, I'll give the WhatsApp 090 1158
No, this is Waka may give that WhatsApp. I think they started calling you.
So WhatsApp again 090 1158 9113. So these are the numbers to reach the office on day one.
Adeze, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Prof. Much about what is going on. I just want to emphasize something that before now, people will always ask, there is no help for individual businesses. And but Bank of Industry loan now that is available for people, for anybody that has a registered business to apply, has come and is very, very crucial and important for anybody that feels that their businesses need help, financial assistance, to apply, because the interest rate is very good and the spread of the grants, the repayment plan, everything, it is very, very. So let it not be that somebody will come up tomorrow and say, we are not getting help, we are not getting assistance. This is assistance. If you're an individual business, registered business, if you're own business, registered group owned business, you can apply for these grants now. If you're also a group business, an OKOBI business, you can apply for the grants that Mrs. Jovita mentioned earlier. So there are different opportunities right now for you to access funds. Thank you.
So what you're saying in essence,
yes, exactly. Always the Kwego now.
Okay, the Bank of Industry, Chukudi, and then any parting words? We have just 2 minutes to go.
Okay, for me, all I'll say, I am no need opportunities there because I apply. It works. It is real. Thank you.
Okay, and then Namdi.
The path of greatness is to start small and plan and grow and become greater. So for Imolites, I would encourage them not to give up. Look at the positive side, look at the bright side of the morning and begin to hit the ground running. And Bank of Industry is always there for you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And one thing also to mention is that the number of businesses in the register got below. Bikono, Jisenike, can you one day tomorrow I see opportunity no there? Let us take advantage of it, as Prof. Ukru earlier. Prof, do you have any parting words before we wrap up today?
Well, I can only at this stage thank Namde and Chukwudi. It's wonderful that we have our own Ndibayan there. Now, but now one Ndibayan again. You know, like I'm with too many businessmen and women, but it's how we go over now. Bafuha, Habiana, Warenka, government in Yaga. Our people lag behind, they didn't take it. So this is another good one. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Prof. It's always a pleasure anchoring this program with you. And I want to thank our panelists from the Bank of Industry, Chukwudi and Nnamdu Unabaliala. Na-ekelekwa ndị panelists anyị ndị ka ọzọ, Ngozi na Nene. I use this opportunity also to thank my office members, Mrs. Jovita Agwu, Mrs. Adeze Nwaka, Ms. Adeze Shaheme, and Ms. Uba Namane, ndị mere ka program a na-aga ọfụma. And I remain yours, Professor Kenneth Amechi. Day one.
Susie. Mama, what did you alone? No, your company. You see one name. Badu do. Oh, my God, to pay your master. Oh, she'll have no one nugget.